Addendum to the devil's details. All right, guys, as I alluded to last time, I'm going to be talking about our 60 Days of Summer Challenge, which starts next week. I came up with the idea for this, so we opened here at 127 Groveton Street around Halloween of 2018. And the next summer is a time, I've been in this industry a long time, when it is notorious that people's workout attendance regularly working out drops off. There's a lot of distractions in summertime. People get busy with stuff. And both at CrossFit gyms and just in general, people don't go to the gym as often. And I wanted to find a fun way to fix this problem. So came up with the idea of a challenge that over 90 days of summer, so from beginning of June through beginning of September, I wanted everybody to attend 60 classes here at King William District CrossFit. And if you did so, you got a prize and then you get a shirt. The last couple of years, it's just been a shirt as the number of people that has done it has increased. And so I am happy to say that this has become kind of a thing here that we all do together. It's worked. We always have good attendance at King William District CrossFit compared to the industry norms. At the same time, our summer is now our highest attended period, which again is the opposite of what it is for most gyms. And I love that everybody is coming to class at this time of year and making it a priority. You guys know that consistency is something I really drive home, talk about a lot. And so it's very satisfying to see that's been something that's become part of our culture. Having said that, I don't want it to become something it shouldn't be. And what do I mean by that? Is this is meant to be part of a lifestyle and a launching point that lasts year round, as opposed to just something I'm gonna white knuckle and suck it up and do something hard for a minute. I think it is good to do something hard for a short period of time. I'm gonna take on a CrossFit competition. I'm gonna do a race, dry January. Something I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna drink for the month of January, great. I think these are short-term goals that are good hurdles to cross, but these are not lifestyle changers, which as you guys know is why with Janelle's Functional Feeding, we want that to be a lifestyle, not a 30-day, I'm gonna eat clean for 30 days and then never do it again or go back to where I was. It's a new way of eating for life. And so while I think it is good to do temporary hard things, and I wanna say I like to do that too. Finding stuff that is difficult to do, that is a challenge, is something I seek out in life too, just because I think it's a good thing to practice. You guys may not know this, I grew up terrified of heights. One of my earliest memories, there's a lighthouse down in Port Isabel in South Texas, right across from the island, South Padre Island. And myself and my folks and my brother were walking up inside and came out on the balcony. Once I saw how high I was, I still remember having to get on all fours, crawl back in the door and scoot down the stairs on my butt. I was probably 11 years old or something like that at the time. That's a distinct memory I've had from back then. And when I got to college, knowing I was afraid of heights, I wanted to take on hard things to beat that. I went bungee jumping, went skydiving, did a lot of cliff jumping up in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. I will say, the skydiving, jumping out of that plane, that moment of jumping out of the plane is still one of the most difficult things I've ever done. That was really hard to make myself do. The bungee jump, that whole initial fall was terrifying. The second fall, when you bounce up and go again, that was a lot of fun. I remember I was supposed to jump on 3, and at 2, I couldn't even take it anymore, and I just leapt off and made the most of it. But I slowly got more used to, I could handle my fear of heights. That fear was very much dulled. It's still there, and when I don't do things in heights as often, I lose. I will tend to go back to being more nervous in heights. I noticed this here at the gym, guys. If you've ever had to go up on the ladder and do anything with the lights or where the rings hang, I can tell you, it's about 20 feet up. When you're up there, feels like it's about 40 feet up. And I know some guys that have helped me. I know Jason's been up there, John's been up there, Bert, Tim. You don't realize how high you are until you were up there. I remember a fun moment outside we had when we were building the building. We were building 127 Groveton Street. We had a very state-of-the-art platform. It was an old pallet we used on a forklift, and we'd raise up, and when we were putting on the walls and drilling stuff together, we were just standing on that pallet. And there was one time Janelle's father was driving it, and I was up there screwing the paneling into the side of the building, and the pallet started to tip, and I let out quite a yelp and grabbed on to the frame of the forklift, and he really enjoyed. He got a big kick out of that. But that's to say that while I've really gone down a rabbit hole with this one, but while that's been a fear I've had, I've sought out doing hard things with it to try and overcome that fear. So that's where I say I like those kind of challenges, those short-term kind of things. I'm going to take this on and see if I can do it. That's not what the 60 days of summer are supposed to be. The 60 days of summer is supposed to be a lifestyle. And guys, in general, at any given time, attending 60 classes in 90 days should not be that far off your norm. I would say even for all of us, it should be over 50. Any 90-day period, you should be in classes 52 times, 54 times, that kind of thing. Maybe 60 is slightly more, but not much. And for a lot of people here, you take any 90-day period, any 3-month period, and they're going to have attended 60 days. There's people that do the 60 Days of Summer Challenge year round. So this is not a lifestyle change for them. And that's fantastic. So I say that this is, when we did it the first year, like 10 people made it. Last year, 2023, we had almost 50. And good, it's working. Like, it's showing you guys this is something that is very attainable that I can do and should be able to do all the time. But I've noticed a trend I don't like as part of this challenge. In the last couple of years, our lowest attended months here at the gym are September and October. It's like people white knuckle it, do the hard thing of getting through the 60 days of summer. And then there's like, I can sit back and rest on my laurels. I don't know what laurels are, but rest on my laurels and take it easy for a while. And that is defeating the purpose. That is not the point of this, is I go for 60 out of the 90 days so that I can attend 5 classes in the next 2 months. So I'm adding to this year's challenge something I would call the 90-day 60 Days of Summer Challenge Cash Out. So the 60 Days of Summer Challenge Cash Out. You guys are familiar with what a cash out is if you take class here regularly. It's a little addition to the end of a workout to make it a little bit harder. Something we add in just at the end, you're gonna do once at the end of a workout to make it a little bit harder. So what is the cash out for this challenge? In the month of September, you still need to attend 12 classes. So you're gonna get your 60 days out of the 90 days. From June 5th to September 3rd, did I get 60 days? All right, you did it, you're good. You just can't fall off the wagon for the month of September. I still need basically 3 times a week. 4 weeks in September, 3 times a week, that's 12 classes to attend. That's all you need to do to make sure you get the shirt that can only be won, it cannot be purchased. And I'll know that list, and then I'll verify who continued and got the 12 days in September, and I'll order the shirts. It takes me a while to get that number anyways, and we'll have the shirts for you in the month of October. So for a lot of people, this is not gonna be a big deal. Monica, Wendy, I can think of a lot of people that this is standard status quo, so no big deal. But for a few of us, this is gonna be a challenge because of the behavior I've seen in the last couple years. And I want this to be not that I'm gonna do a hard thing briefly, but this is part of my lifestyle, and I'm going to kind of emphasize this and make sure I don't miss those days I might occasionally miss during that 90 days, but I'm still gonna attend regularly after that, going into the fall. Because I don't want it to be, I see you all the time in summer, and then come Labor Day, I don't see you again until Halloween. All right, I think that's the point I made. So this is the 90 days, keep doing that wrong. 60 Days of Summer Cash Out. The addition to this, if you have any questions, thoughts, or concerns, if you're gonna be out of town this summer, there's that one addition, I put that in the box report, but you're allowed 1 makeup class if you attend class at another gym. Beyond that, if you're gonna be out of town, I still think this challenge is supremely doable. Just makes it actually a little bit harder, but totally doable even if you're gonna be out of town on vacation, and I hope you still try for it. Right on, I will talk to you next week.